What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel Anjreadsbooks. I am Anjali and today I'm back with a monthly wrap-up video. I'm going to show you all the books I've read in the month of August. I've read 7 books this month, which is not really much because I read nearly 9 to 10 books per month, which is also not much, but I'm a slow reader, what can I say. But this month it was very slow. I don't know, I took too much time reading the books. I don't know what happened. There was a little slight bit of slump which I got right out of it, but yeah, there was a time. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. If you guys are wondering what this stack here actually is, then it is nothing. I was just reorganizing my shelf and I just wanted to see how many books actually fit, or rather don't fit, into the bookshelf right now, so that I can see when or if I have to buy a new bookshelf I mean. So it's just these many books, they don't fit in the bookshelf currently, so I might hold off the bookshelf for like 2 months or something. So yes, so I believe I had a good enough reading month. There were 2 5 stars, more of 4.5 or 4 stars, and there was I think 1 in 3-point rating. So the first book I want to show you guys is The Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. This is the 3rd book from the Twisted series. While I absolutely love Twisted series, the first 2 books were absolutely chef's kiss, but this book, it did not, I don't know, I could not connect. It rather felt like things were happening just to heed the plot more than character, but just to create problems. It felt like that. I just couldn't connect with them. I don't know, it just felt very fake, but I also liked the story. It was fine, so for that reason I've given it 3.9 stars out of 5. So this story is between Josh and Jules. Josh is Jules's best friend's brother. Did I say that right? Yes. So, and Josh and Jules, they don't get along. They start bickering, they just start arguing every single chance they get. It's funny, their banter is good. In the beginning it was really funny. Josh is a doctor and Jules is a budding lawyer. She is preparing for her bar exam and gaining all kinds of law related experiences. She finds a work in medical department related to law, and Josh is also working in the same hospital, so they have this kind of forced proximity. Only while they are working there, they make this kind of truce that this is a workspace and we are not going to get our shit in here. They have built this different kind of relationship only while they are working, like at their workspace, and they get to know each other in a different light. So it's good, but I would not say it was the best book. Reading the other Twisted books, I didn't feel it was that up to the mark. So yeah, I rated this 3.9 stars out of 5. I would recommend this. It's just my opinion. I did not think like it was that good, but it was good enough, so I would definitely recommend. If you have read the Twisted series, yes, go for it. Next book I have is Twisted Lies by Anna Huang, again from the Twisted series, the 4th and final book from the Twisted series, and I absolutely adored this one. While I was reading Twisted Hate here, there were a small tidbits about Stella and Christian, and I was so damn excited to read this book. Honestly, this book was not on my TBR for the month of August. I was supposed to read it next month, but after reading the small things in here, they had so much of heat going on, so much of this different kind of energy going on between the characters, that I wanted to end this book right away. And I just started the next one because this did not go as I expected. So I just wanted the next book. I've rated this 5 out of 5. It is Grumpy Sunshine. This book is about Stella and Christian, and I think I have mentioned that. Christian was just a quintessential morally grey character that had me so much pining for him, like the characters. It was just amazing. I absolutely enjoyed the book. So Stella is an influencer in Instagram, and she's also working in some fashion kind of thing. And Christian is a CEO of a security company, Harper Security. So he owns this building Mirage, and just below his floor lives Stella. That way they have this, constant meeting and everything. Christian finds new ways of coming in contact with her and everything. Like, he wants her to water his plants, to lessen her rent when Jules moves out and lives with Josh. It's really funny how he comes up with all those things. So Stella has lost her job recently, and her social media is also not gaining many followers anymore. So her manager finds that this couple influencers are gaining so much of popularity, and people are very interested in what they are doing as a couple and everything. So he suggests that she finds a boyfriend, and she is not really into relationship and everything, and she is also very guilty that she has to lie to her followers. She is trying for this deal, and if she gets 1 million followers, it will be a great thing for her, because she also needs the financial help now that she is not working. She just has to do it. She goes on few dates, and one day she bumps into Christian when she's going on a date. They just casually talk, and she says that she's going on a date, and he gets all kinds of crazy, and her date goes all wrong, and Christian is there in that bar where she and her date had met. She just shares that so and so is happening, and I need a boyfriend, I'm looking for someone, and he just offers himself. How convenient. They have this fake dating started from then, and she lives right below him. There is this forced proximity between them. It was really amazing reading this book. I had butterflies half of the time when I read this, and it was absolutely stunning. I enjoyed this like hell. So I definitely recommend this book. So the third book I have with me is Hookline and Singer by Tessa Bailey. I was so damn excited to read this book after I read It Happened One Summer. I have immense respect for Hannah. It follows Fox and Hannah. So Hannah is a very down-to-earth, simple kind of a girl who loves music, like absolutely in love with music, and she lives in LA. She is working for a film company. She is assistant to the director, I guess. And Fox lives in this small fishing town in Washington. He is a huge Casanova. They have recently started this friendship, and it's this long distance kind of friendship. The book starts with them chatting, like, just look at that. They are texting back and forth. Hannah has a huge burning crush on her director, and one day when there is some scene correction or something going on, Hannah suggests that they move to Westport where they can shoot, and this will solve her missing her sister, and it will also impress Sergey, the director. And that's how the entire cast and crew of that entire movie moves to Westport. So Hannah's sister's Piper's house is filled with her fiance's parents, so she does not have a guest room available for Hannah. So she just requests Fox for help, and he obliges. Fox's feelings are so complicated. He has so deep, complex feelings inside him that it is so damn difficult to decipher or even to explain right now. I definitely suggest you guys to read this to understand that his feelings about his self-doubt and his doubt on every single thing he does or feels. It's so damn difficult to see a character or to see anyone feel that way about themselves. Fox keeps his distance from Hannah even though he absolutely likes her. His way of showing that to her is very different, and it's very refreshing. It's not like a big gesture or roses or something. It's just small things, so it is entertaining enough. I absolutely loved the story. I absolutely loved the characters, to be honest, both of them, Fox and Hannah, and I have immense respect for her. and I loved Fox. So I've rated this 4.5 out of 5, and I definitely recommend this to you guys. You have to try this one. You'll absolutely love it. The next book I have with me is Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco. And you guys, I have mentioned this in my previous video. Try a chapter. I had read one chapter in that video, and I had selected this book to be my next read. The first chapter had intrigued me so damn much. I was fascinated with the story in the first chapter itself, and in that spirit I had read the entire book. And you guys, I think it was the best decision I made in the entire month. This book was amazing, like fantastic, phenomenal. I was gripped from the first chapter. Obviously, as the story went on, I was biting my nails, like literally, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? The story was so damn gripping, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Emilia and Vittoria are twins. They are witches, and they live in Italy, somewhere in Italy. And since they were little girls, they have heard these stories about Malvagi, who are the princess of hell. So one day Vittoria doesn't come home, and Emilia finds her twin's dead body a bit disfigured, like her heart is ripped out. And Emilia vows that she will avenge her sister. She'll find her murderer and everything. And as the days goes, Emilia finds that her sister was hiding something from her, that she was inviting demons into this world. For what reason we don't know. And she finds these scripts in their room which were ancient, and her diary is logged like magically, and she finds that it was demon magic, like magic outside this realm. And one night Emilia decides that she will call a demon herself, and ask whatever she has to know from that person, and to remove the lock, whatever is binding Vittoria's diary together, so that she knows what was happening with Vittoria before she died. So Emilia summons a Malvagi, Prince of Wrath. She has all these protective thing going on around her and Wrath, and he cannot step outside that. As she was doing the dark magic for the first time, something goes wrong, and Wrath is stuck by her for quite some time. For the first time, when she saw Wrath, and she remembers everything her grandmother has told her, every hateful story, that the demons they don't like witches, and witches are, they're like enemies. So they hate each other, but they are bound together for whatever that's gone wrong while she summoned him. Emilia asks for Wrath's help to find her sister's murderer, and he kind of agrees. Like, he says he has the same thing, he has the same questions, and he is also finding the same one for his purpose. The twist was fucking mind-blowing, you guys. I was blown out of my mind, and I have so many damn questions. Like, this book ended in a nightmare. Like, it's giving me anxiety. I have never been this anxious to read the second part of a series in my life. So you guys have to definitely read this, and I would sincerely recommend to order all 3 copies. The third book is not out yet. It's a trilogy, by the way. The third book is not out yet. It will be released on September ending, I guess. It's one more month. I have ordered the second book. It's on the way. I've rated this 5 out of 5 if you not guessed this already, because you see me, I am so fucking anxious. If you are going to ever listen to anything I say on this channel, you have to listen to this one. You have to read this one. It will give you sleepless nights, but you will enjoy it. The next book I have with me is quite special, The Rosie Project by Graham Sinzayon. This book I did not expect to love as much as I did it, because I have not heard about this book any damn where. I don't know why. This is so underrated. I absolutely adored this one. It is a sweet story. It was so damn amazing. it was so damn funny, honestly. The book is about Don Tillman. He is a geneticist, and he honestly reminded me of Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory. Imagine Sheldon Cooper, if you know him. This man was so similar to him. Like, everything was a project or an experiment to him, you know. He's a scientist and everything was an experiment. So Don is a 39-year-old geneticist, and he is not good with women for, well, obvious reasons, because he cannot talk to anyone, because he can't show emotions or doesn't understand emotions, his own emotions. He decides to get married, and for that purpose he had created the Wife Project. It is a huge questionnaire that a woman has to fill, and he chooses if she is the right one for him or not. The questions are damn silly. There is a questionnaire right here in the end of the book, this here. So a woman has to fill that questionnaire, and he chooses based on the total points, or how he prefers a woman. He chooses on that basis. And the Wife Project is not going that well, because not many women are fitting in his criteria. And with the help of this Wife Project, he comes across with this woman called Rosie, and she is everything he does not want. Like, she does not fit his criteria, like, forever. Although she did not fit his criteria, he enjoyed spending time with her, and it surprised him, and he does not want her as a partner, but he wants her as a friend. And Don does not have many friends. He literally have 2 friends, like one friend Jean and his wife Claudia. They are the only 2 people he interacts with. And now Rosie, for no apparent reason, he helps Rosie to find about her father. You know, that is the entire concept of this book. It is not a huge revolutionary love story or something, but I enjoyed the hell out of this. Because of Don Tillman, I am absolutely in love with him. He made me laugh so many times in this book, and I enjoyed this book. This one is it is a 3-part book, I guess. Like, there are 2 books after this. I think the second book is Don and Rosie's married life, and the third book is about their kid or something. But this book did not end in any cliffhanger. I currently don't feel the need to read the other 2 books, because this one had a perfect closure for me. I absolutely loved it. So I don't know if I will read the other 2 books, but if in some day, if I miss Don again, and if I want something of, you know, a part of him again in the future, then I might. Yes, I definitely recommend this to you guys. I've rated this 4 out of 5, and this is such an underrated book. The next book I have with me is Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. This is the second book in Dreamland Billionaire series. This is about Declan. I absolutely enjoyed the first book. I've rated it 5 out of 5 stars. And this book was also quite good. It is a marriage for convenience kind of situation. Declan is striving to be the CEO of the company, and his grandfather had recently died, and he has this will in which he says that his shares and the CEO position will be given to him only when he fulfills these conditions. And those conditions are that he has to get married and has to produce an heir. 3 brothers, Rowan, Declan and Cal, are not in good terms with their father. Their father, Seth, is creating all kinds of problems for his own son to stop him from becoming a CEO. So Declan is like very difficult person to be around, while his assistant Iris has tried like so much to find him a bride, someone who agrees to have a baby with him and will get paid for whatever she is doing. So all the girls are not ready to get married to him, and at the last moment, the engagement party, the announcement party is in 5 minutes, and the woman who was supposed to get married to him leaves because Declan was behaving like a dumbass with her. So she bails in the last 5 minutes, and Iris does not know what to do now. So she herself says that she will do it without thinking in the last minute. Declan agrees because there was no other option at that second. The rules are clear, nothing is real, and it's only a part of the game. They start this fake dating for a while and they get married. Declan's father is creating all kinds of problems, so they have to convince him also, along with the entire world, that whatever they are having is real. So they go on these dates and honeymoon, and they spend lot of time out of work. They get closer, and well, you know what happens. I've given this 4.5 out of 5, but I've heard so many people saying that book 2 was better than book 1. I find that untrue. Fine print was amazing. This one was also pretty good, but I would still prefer that story better. I would definitely recommend this book to you guys. You have to give this a try. The story is amazing. It's fake dating, it's marriage for convenience, it's slow burn. This book has all kinds of amazing tropes, so you might as well give this a shot. You'll enjoy it so very much. The last book I have read this month is The Valley of Fear and His Last Bow by Arthur Conan Doyle. This is a Sherlock Holmes book, the stories of Sherlock Holmes. This was actually 2 books. The Valley of Fear and His Last Bow are 2 different books which was combined to one, and the Valley of Fear was absolutely amazing. Like, it was mind-boggling. I absolutely loved the story. If you don't know Sherlock Holmes, well, what you guys are doing? Are you living under a rock? You have to know Sherlock Holmes. If you don't know, you better give the books a try, because he is a detective. His brain works in all these kinds of amazing ways that you cannot even believe a mind can work that way. And even in these books, it was amazing. Like the first one, The Valley of Fear, was like the story how it ended and how Sherlock worked through it. It was good. For the most part, the story was something that was amazing. The detective work was, yes, it was good, and I think it was for a very less part, and for that reason I've given the first story, The Valley of Fear, 4 out of 5 stars. Second one, His Last Bow, it is a collection of stories like his detective works, definitely, but continue like different kinds of stories. I think there were like 5 to 6 stories in this part, in the part 2 of the book, and they were good. Most of them were really good, the others were like good. It was the detective work, was the mind thing was nice. I have given that part 3.5 out of 5. So the first book, The Valley of Fear, I have given 4, and the second book, His Last Bow, I have given 3.5 out of 5. I would definitely recommend this to you guys. I cannot explain the stories because there are many stories in here, so I would just leave that to you guys, because if you know Sherlock Holmes, you can give this one a try. But might I add that the stories are a bit slow. You'll have to concentrate on the books, on the stories, to have your mind stay there. It's a classic, you guys have to pay attention to the story, to whatever is happening, but when you do that, it's absolutely brilliant, honestly. So yeah, those were the 7 books I've read this month, and I had absolutely good month. So yes, if you guys have read any of the books I've mentioned here, let me know what you rated those stories and how much you loved them, because I loved all of those. I would definitely love to talk to you guys about the books I have read and to know what you guys are currently reading. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video. I'll be back with a new video very soon. Until then, it's me, Anjali, signing off. Bye.